Oh, we live? We live? Let's go. Let's go. So, how y'all doing tonight? Did y'all enjoy that video where we drug Martell again for another day? I think we're gonna drag Martell just about every day. But welcome all of my cookie agents. I'm so glad you guys could be here tonight. I know you could be anywhere else, but you are here with me, all of my people in California, Nigeria, United Kingdom. Where else did I have on there? The islands. The islands. Thank you. Come on in, because this is something that we need to talk about. This is something that definitely needs to be discussed. The topic of tonight is, do you have bad children? Do you have a bad child? Some people don't know they have bad children. They think their children are okay. They so cute, to you the kid is so cute and all this and that, but to everybody else, we can see how bad your child is, and you need to get that under control. So you guys know how we do things over here. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And yeah, share this with someone that you think may need a good laugh or may need a lesson about their badass kids. You ain't gotta tell them. Just send them the video. Okay, moving right along. So, um, as I was mentioning earlier, some people don't want to admit that they have a bad child or bad children. But tonight we are going to teach you how to assess if you have a bad child. And we are also going to teach you what to do with these bad children so that they can be little angels. And every time you go somewhere, people can give you compliments. And you don't have to worry about being embarrassed no more in front of your friends and family because, excuse me, tonight I am going to teach you how to get your kids in order. So you say, Smart Cookie, what credentials do you have? Well, I am a mother, okay, and I have some preteens. I think that qualifies me. I've been a mother for over 10 years. And I had a good mother that was a professional ass kicker, okay? And my mother didn't play that stuff. A lot of these games and stuff, people be playing with their kids, tell them 10, 20 times, don't do this, don't do that. Now, my mama didn't play that. My mama had a way where she could just look at you, okay? And you knew that if you kept on doing the shit you was doing the way she was looking at you, you was going to get your ass kicked sometime soon in the near future. So I'm going to go through what I feel qualifies your child to be bad and to give you some behaviors to look out for. And then I'm going to say what I would do. And then I'm going to have a panel come up and you guys tell me about stories or incidents where you have dealt with people that were bad children, okay, that had bad children, or where you witnessed a bad child, or and how it was frustrating. So I did a poll the other day over on the community tab of my channel, and I asked you guys if bad children was a deal breaker. And when I say a deal breaker, not only in the dynamics of a dating relationship, but also in the dynamics of friendships, because I have had friends, you guys, where their kids were out of control, and I really liked the friend, but their kids was too bad. I didn't want to be around them little bad bastards no more. Sorry. When I say bastards, I don't mean it, like that. It ain't that bad. But when I say that, you know what I mean. I didn't want to be friends with them, and I didn't want to go nowhere else with them if their kids was gonna be around. I had to call them up and ask, well, girl, is it gonna be just me and you? Because if you bring little LaQuasia with her talkative ass, I ain't gonna be able to go. She too grown for me. I don't do little grown ass kids. Because where I'm from, little grown ass kids get their ass beat. We don't let the grown ass kids jump into adult conversations. No, not around me. That friendship will end. Sorry, and it's been heartbreaking because I've had two friends that I liked, and one friend I think she knew because she was just, kind of just drop her little girl off on people, and I'd be like, no, no, we not. I'm not doing that tonight. No, my kids on punishment. Just come up with something really quick. No, we not going tonight. Girl, something popped up. I can't go. Just I had to hit her with a 1-2 lie real quick because I just can't do people that have really bad children. It works my nerves. It just makes me have flashbacks. So let's go to the poll and see what the people is over here saying on the poll for the channel, what the votes came out to be. And the votes came out to, okay, we had 101 votes. 89% of you said yes, kids are a deal breaker in a relationship. And 11% of you said no. Of the comments, one comment came from Organic Black, and she said yes, because it's a reflection of the person's poor parenting skills. Okay, thank you, Organic Black. And then we have another comment from Opulence Prime with her beautiful self. So cute with them glasses. Girl, you over there looking like Smart Cookie, okay? She says they don't have to be bad to be a deal breaker. Girl, what you mean? If you here, come up and tell us, what do you mean they don't have to be bad to be a deal breaker? Because I don't understand that. Okay, moving right along, getting on to our side of town. Okay, so if you want to know if you have a bad child or not, assess your child to find out if they're truly bad or not. Do you get calls from the school often about your child? When you take your child to church, do people complain? When you take your child to YMCA or any place that you go where you're dropping them off, does somebody have to pull you aside and say, Denzel, he acted up today, if somebody is always calling you and your day is being interrupted whenever your child is out of your sight, you probably got a bad child. If your family members don't really want to watch your kid, yeah, you probably got a bad child. If the daddy that you had the baby with left. Nah, I ain't gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. Okay. So if you assess your child, and from what I'm telling you tonight, you have a bad child. See this little girl, y'all see this thumbnail here. See them fingers right there will be straight cut off and put in a jar so she can remember not to do things like that anymore. See, that is not what happens over here in this here house. You won't do that because you want to keep those fingers. You won't have a finger again if you keep doing that. So what you want to do is you want to start, the proper way. You want to talk with the child. If the child can understand, you want to talk to the child, and you can start raising them up early, teaching them this. I would say you should get started with this about 4, because that's usually when they can talk back. They can, kind of say how they feel, and it's, shouldn't be no more of that crying stuff. You should be past the terrible twos where you are, teaching them how to behave, because they act up, but a few taps they'll learn it. You've been burnt a few times, you know not to put your hand on the goddamn stove. So talk with the child, and teach them. Like I said, you teach them how to be good. You demonstrate how to be good. You offer them some rewards, some positive feedback, praise them when they're good, let them know, hey, mommy's really proud of you. Kids need ownership if you want them to stay good, or you want to coach them into being good and staying good and doing things your way, because at the end of the day, you paying the bills, right? You taking care of them, you with them most of the time, or when the teachers ain't with them, so you don't want them embarrassing you in front of people. So you want to teach them how to display good behavior in your eyes and outside of your eyes. This is the way you teach kids how to have integrity, okay? Then how I said, give them some praises. for when they do good things, some positive, reinforcement. You also want to give them some negative reinforcement. When they doing bad things and you didn't talk to them, then it's getting time to reach out and touch them. Now they're your kids. So I don't care what CPS say. A lot of the times CPS workers, they be tired they damn self. Because I've been there. I've been one. Y'all know I've had 100 jobs. Sometimes, they understand, a lot of these CPS workers are people that they care about people. So they go to work. They get a degree in social work and they go to work working hard, and they usually are poor people, because rich people, they don't think like doing social services type of stuff. That's not their mentality. So a lot of these people that work at these places can identify, and trust me, the police will be happy if you take these skills that Smart Cookie is giving you and you apply them to your children and other children that you know that you've been given permission to help raise. The police will be very happy, and so will the school teachers if you apply these things, okay? And you get with these kids and you have a little talk with them, and then you start reaching out and touch them. Because if you don't reach out and touch them, the police is going to reach out and touch them when they get of a certain age, okay? And that's not going to be nice. My the guy I'm with, his auntie Rosemary would always say, whenever somebody would want to act up, she'd say, "Oh, you want to act up? Oh, it's a place for you, aka jail, aka prison. They got a place for you. You want to keep on acting like that?" That's how she would say it with a straight face. She's so sweet, Auntie Rose. She would look at you and say, "Oh, okay, you want to skip school and break into people's shit? Okay, they got a place for you to go to, beloved. Okay." So don't reward um bad behavior. You got to start them off early, especially with these boys, because when they turn into men, when they get to a grown woman like myself, I'm gonna reinforce this not rewarding bad behavior. You come here at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, you can't get in, you're locked out. Okay, so we're gonna keep that going from their mother. We're gonna keep that going with not rewarding bad behavior. Also, um, when it all comes down to it in the very end, as I said, you have to reach out and touch them, and you just gotta beat their little ass. That's just the bottom line of it. You have to, because kids understand that. After they've had enough butt kickings, most kids will straighten up. Most kids, and you got a small percentage, maybe like 0.5 that don't, and then there's some other issues. So you might want to go and seek some mental health and make sure that all of that is intact. And then you might want to look into getting some counseling for that child. But look, most of the time, if you talk with these kids and you do these steps that I said, you'll be okay. But some kids act out for a myriad of reasonings. Some kids act out because they want attention. Some kids act out because they're upset about their family dynamics. So talk to the child and find out, see if you can, explain things better to them in a way that they will understand. So then they won't lash out, and then they won't, embarrass you anymore or embarrass themselves, and you won't have to keep getting on phone calls when you're at work and have to leave work. So lastly, what I want to say, it's that quick. It don't take that. It doesn't take that much. It doesn't take a whole list of things to tell you in order to get your children on track, because it's pretty simple. You start them off little, raise up a child right. Um if you got bad kids and they qualified in any of these things that I just said, don't dump them off on people. People don't like that. It's not nice. It's not right to let other people have headaches. It's not right to lie and say, "Oh, my little angel," when you know your child is a demigorgon. Okay, you know that. So do not drop your kids off on people if you know your child is bad. And if you drop them off over here at my house, I am going to beat their ass. I'm just letting it all out there right now. So if you guys know me personally and you decide to drop your little bad little heathen off over here, and they pull some shit like jump on my couch or, just do anything, talking back, I whoops ass over here. No one likes a bad child, y'all. Relationships will end from you having these bad children. And those relationships will not be repairable. They won't. those relationships will definitely end. And, it might be someone that you really like. These guys like to say that, they don't date women with children, okay? And if you have bad children, they really not gonna date your ass. So, you know, ladies, y'all need to work on that, and men, y'all do too. You know, I dated a guy who had three daughters, and they was turning into teenagers, but he was really good about this with these girls. He would always, make them respect me. So this is when you have teenagers going into young adulthood, you can pretty much make them. Some people will say, "Oh, you can't make adults." Yeah, if you hold the key, the pocketbook to their lifestyle, yeah, you can pretty much make them do whatever it is that you want them to do. You just let them know, "Hey, I'm gonna cut you off." But he was pretty good with them. I know one time one of his daughters, she didn't want to speak, and he made her. And you gotta make kids on site embarrass their ass. I don't care. Hey, you don't do that to adults. When somebody grown walk in the room, you speak like Medea say. You say hello. You have to instill these things in your children while they're young. You have to call them out on the spot right then and there, so that way they will grow up to be good adults. Because a wise man once said that if you raise your children right, then you can spoil your grandchildren. But if you spoil your children, you're going to be raising your grandchildren. So the link is here in the chat. I'm going to wait a few minutes and see if anybody wants to come up to either challenge me or add something to what I'm saying, or if you want to tell me about a time that you dealt with someone with bad children and why you left them because of that, why the relationship ended, or why it was a deal breaker because of these bad kids. But I want to thank everyone for joining this live stream. I'm hoping that you guys are liking the content that I'm putting out. I'm trying my best to get some topics that's just different from what we hear all the time. We all overloaded with the world and what's going on. So let's talk about some other practical things that are going on. And then I'm gonna get back to the mess, because y'all know I love to drag old Martell. I got a good one for him tomorrow. But so I don't see anyone grabbing the link. I don't know if you guys are still at church, but let's do this. Let's drop the comments below of how you feel about this video. If I left out anything, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, or if you've been in a situation where you've been around someone who's had a child that was bad, okay? And you ended the relationship, whether that was the dynamics of a loving type of relationship where you were dating someone, or if it was a relationship where it was like a friendship, like I was explaining to you that I've had to end some friendships. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow to drag Martell some more. And see you guys later. Thank you so much to all of my moderators that have been moderating tonight. And y'all are doing a great job. Keep up the good work. And I will see you guys in the next live. Bye, everyone.